Everyone, unfortunately, technology got the best of us this time. We had a fantastic day with lots of great sessions, but unfortunately, our session just now with His Excellency Najib Mohammed Al Ali, the Executive Director of Expo 2020, Dubai Commissioner General Office, wasn't going to happen. We will get back to him in the future. He's promised to rejoin us here on the ABLF Live Talks in the near future, as we are coming to you every month. Don't forget, the next one is 5th of November. We'll try to remind you about that a little bit in a couple of minutes as well, but 5th of November is the next one. Now, don't forget to visit the Partner Expo, which hosts the ABLF own booth, where you may watch our past videos, browse through our magazines, the ABLF Times, or even view our past telecast, the ABLF Talks. You can also visit the customized booths from our partners at this time. The ABLF partners are Etisalat and FICCI. The ABLF media partners are CNBC Arabia and Entrepreneur ME. And don't forget to head over to our networking lounge and join the chat to connect with others who are looking for networking opportunities too. From November, our partners and members will be able to set up video calls and book meeting rooms through our scheduling desk. Remember that if you missed a part of this session, you can always come back right here at the Rashid Auditorium and Zayed Congress Center and view it on demand anytime after today. If you'd like to partner with the ABLF City and our initiatives here, visit our partner booth. And don't forget to take and certainly share the screenshots you may have of your favorite moments of the ABLF Talks Live and get featured on our live social media wall. Engage with the ABLF Talks Live speakers by sending us your questions using the Q&A chat option. And for any support, visit the main information desk at the Dome. And at this stage, let me bring in your main host for the ABLF Talks Live here, our first virtual event, Eithne Treanor, a dear friend who's been hosting you all day as well. And Eithne, great to have you, great to have a chance to do the ABLF Talks with you again.
Yes, indeed, Riz. It's been many years since we've both done it together, but it's been even more years since we actually worked together. Remember our days back in the BBC World Service? Gosh, when we look at this, it's look at all these years. So here we are, connected digitally now. So we're moving with the times as well, huh?
And it's a shame because you still look the same from back then, and I'm feeling myself gravity's taking the better of me. But so good on you. I need your secret tips. But great to be with these fantastic speakers the ABLF manages to line up at each event. How's the virtual experience been for you?
I think everybody's getting used to it. And I think from what we saw today there, the ministers and everybody else, absolutely seamless in terms of coming on, been there on time. Of course, we're going to get a bit of a technical hitch every now and then. And unfortunately, that's to be expected. But I do think we've got, a very tolerant audience out there because everybody knows that this can happen. And when we think of the magnitude of connecting so many people from indeed around the world, I mean, I looked at some of the profile of the countries coming in, and we had people from all over the world visit us today, as we do at all the ABLF talks. And again, I think it's just testament to the great work that they've put in place here and to the interest, in business in Asia. Part of this, of course, set up with, the UAE interest and the partnerships and all of that. But I think there'll always be tremendous interest in Asia. And, why not? It's where all the growing economy is, and it's always been a wonderful part of the world. So long may it continue. And I think the development and growth that we're going to see there in the next few years, and even already as such a big trading partner, when things get back to, let's not even call it normal, but when they move to a better economic level, I think we're going to see a lot more business going on, and everybody will be ready. They've had the time now.
It was fantastic to see the level of support, top businessmen. I mean, really the creme de la creme of the business community from South Asia and the Gulf region, as well as all the ministerial and high-level executive support for this event. So it's great. Eithne, it's been a real pleasure to share the virtual stage with you. And I hand over you to wrap things up.
Indeed, big thanks to you, Riz, and we'll keep in touch. And hopefully the next time we meet, it probably will be virtually, but after that, I mean, we're all gearing up for an in-person event. And while we don't have an in-person event, we have the next best thing, of course. So we're going to keep the ABLF Talks virtual for you. And as I said earlier in the beginning, this is the first session. So this was our big marathon session, so to speak, and we had some wonderful people there and really incredible input. But I think what we heard when we talked about environment, when we talked about the UN goals, when we talked about banking, when we talked about mobility, any of our topics there, energy, infrastructure, economy, all of that. I think what we heard throughout the entire session, and the mood, I suppose, was the fast adjustment that the world actually made. And again, some of the great work that went on here in the UAE in terms of people taking that leadership role and everybody recognizing that this is really all about leadership. And it's about, assessing the situation and doing something swiftly, nimbly, as agile as possible, as relevant as possible, and indeed making sure that everybody talks together, everybody is aligned. And it's about that connectivity. And I think all of that, the digital connectivity that was in place at this time, 2020, it certainly made it a lot more bearable for everybody and helped everybody to stay connected and helped, business continuity around the world. I think this was absolutely essential. And again, something we've heard from all of our dear speakers today. So for the next few months, we're obviously depending on that business continuity. We're hoping for business acceleration. We're hoping to see some of those economic figures coming back that, look better day by day. And we see the PMIs that came out this month, indeed, the September PMIs that actually came out in October, and looking better for some of the region here. But it's just an indication, and we have to just look to the next few months in terms of what's going to happen around the world. But leadership has to play a huge role in that and make sure they are connected, that they are aligned, and they're building a sustainable future for all of us, indeed. So I really want to thank you all for coming. This is the first time we've done a digital event. We have 5 more to go because we want this part at least to be a series. So I think even the 5 to go, that's where we're only starting. We will have a great opportunity with this really dynamic platform to keep you informed and to make sure that we add some really valuable information that will, absolutely add value to you, bringing you up to date with trends and with news and views that are impacting our world and impacting business. I just want to thank all of you for joining. It's been great to have you there, to have you here with us in all of the different locations. We still have some live networking, as Riz said, so make sure to go and visit and see who's out there. We're going to be back every month with fresh ABLF Talks Live, and we're going to feature people from around the region and indeed from around the world, really bringing that connectivity and those powerful conversations to you to make sure that you can be part of that. So do tell us who you might be interested in hearing from. We have a wide network of connections, and we can put the feelers out there and talk to people who know people and see what we can do to, get some interesting conversation and even more interesting dialogue here virtual for you. So have a think and just do keep in touch and send us your thoughts and send us your feedback, particularly on this session, because we love to learn from it. And we hope that once again you enjoyed it. We hope that you were engaged, informed, educated, and hopefully inspired. That's what we want to do to make sure that we're here as your partner of choice. So from all of us at ABLF Talks Live, all of our technical team, all of the great ideas here from IDEA, and all the great minds that have put it on, Melanie Menon and the entire troops who have pulled all of this together. It's just goodbye from me, indeed, and all of the team. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you all next month. And in the meantime, stay in touch. Thank you so much.